What happened while we were away, brought to you by the Trump Hotel Mar-a-Gaza. During Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu of Israel's visit to the White House yesterday, President Trump dropped this bombshell.
The U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip, and we will do a job with it, too. We'll own it and be responsible for dismantling all of the dangerous unexploded bombs and other weapons on the site, level the site and get rid of the destroyed buildings, level it out, create an economic development that will supply unlimited numbers of jobs and housing for the people of the area.
He says regardless of the outcome of who ends up living in Gaza, the two-state solution can't be tried again.
I think the potential in the Gaza Strip is unbelievable. And I think the entire world, representatives from all over the world will be there, and they'll live there. Palestinians also. Palestinians will live there. Many people will live there. But they've tried the other, and they've tried it for decades and decades and decades. It's not going to work. It didn't work. It will never work. And you have to learn from history. History has, you just can't let it keep repeating itself. We have an opportunity to do something that could be phenomenal. And I don't want to be cute. I don't want to be a wise guy, but the Riviera of the Middle East.
Yeah, if Gaza is back on the colonization menu for the United States, I, for one, cannot wait to see my Kansas City Chiefs go for a 7-peat in Super Bowl 63 against the Mar-a-Gaza fighting IEDs. At that same press conference, a reporter tried to ask Trump a question about Afghanistan, and we got an all-time throwaway response from Trump.
Do you have any plan to change Afghanistan situation? Are you able to recognize Taliban? Because I'm an Afghan journalist, Afghan suffered woman. Any comment about Afghanistan? What's your future plan for Afghan people, especially Afghanistan?
I have a little hard time understanding you. Where are you from? Oh. Actually, it's a beautiful voice and a beautiful accent. The only problem is I can't understand a word you're saying.
There are rumblings President Trump is preparing an executive order soon to abolish the Department of Education, and he picked up a key yet unlikely supporter, teacher union boss Randy Weingarten.
States and localities run education. That's where 90% of the funding for education goes. They already run it. They should run it. The federal government should not run it.
Okay, I'm sure Randy didn't mean to communicate what she actually communicated, but it's another sign of Democrat demoralization that they're accidentally repeating our slogans. Trump's nominee for Attorney General, Pam Bondi, was confirmed yesterday evening by the Senate in a 54-46 vote, with John Fetterman crossing party lines to vote for her. We mentioned in passing yesterday, RFK Jr. made it out of committee and now will face the full Senate for his confirmation vote during deliberations in the Senate Finance Committee whether they should move forward with RFK. Senator Pocahontas of the state of Pfizer brought out the world's tiniest violin. Whoops, wrong clip.
This is not only about a private company that gets sued and has to pay out. Vaccine manufacturers often operate on very slim profit margins. If they get sued repeatedly and successfully, they simply move out of the vaccine space.
Moving on, and now this.
Good news, everyone!
The NFL has announced they are no longer spray painting the words "End Racism" at the back of the end zone, starting with this weekend's Super Bowl. That means racism has finally been solved. Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, your thoughts?
You can Google it. You don't have to trust me. But the people that commit 80% of the most violent crimes in this country are white supremacists.
Learning Chinese today. Today's phrase is, that's 2028 Democrat presidential nominee Jasmine Crockett to you, bub.
对你来说，这就是2028年民主党总统候选人 Jasmine Crockett.
U.S. Congresswoman, allegedly, Ilhan Omar from the state of Somalia spoke in Somalian to a Somalian TV outfit with explicit instructions on how to avoid immigration and customs enforcement. He said you don't have to talk to them, tell them you want a lawyer. Again, that's allegedly a U.S. Congresswoman. And finally, Donald Trump is expected to sign an executive order this afternoon protecting women's sports, ostensibly banning dudes who feel pretty from competing against women. It's unclear at which levels of competition this executive order will impact. Among those invited to the ceremony, women's sports advocate Riley Gaines, libs of TikTok's Shaya Rashik, Gays Against Groomers founder Jamie Michelle, and guest of the show and XXXY Athletics founder Jennifer Say. Say's company this week produced this powerful video featuring Riley Gaines. What you're about to watch was actually shared by author J.K. Rowling with her millions of followers, who added that after watching this, her husband actually purchased 3 shirts from XXXY Athletics.
Riley Gaines and Sia Lihi are in hot water over their transphobic comments. And I just gotta say, who cares if biological males play in women's sports? Just be inclusive.
Could not agree more. This is just a bunch of...
It's inspiring stuff. And that's what happened while we were away.